All right, F it, we're doing it live, because I got raided while I was getting started soon. Gwendolf, you do not mess around, and you can keep getting away with it. Good evening, taters, and good time zones. Yes. So first things first, Gwen, thank you so much for the raid. Let's see, you were playing... Sorry, checking my chat log, sometimes it goes a little stupid. Ah, okay, the Oblivion remaster. How were you liking it? Did you ever play the original Oblivion? I played the original Oblivion when it... oh, yes, sorry. Let me also go through greeting. Let's see. Enigmus, good to see you. Sky, yes, 2 friends of the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Kool-Aid Man, Dwarf Raid. Cool. Wait, I thought Gwen... Wait, Gwen's an elf. Is she playing a dwarf? Are dwarfs even a thing in Elder Scrolls? I don't remember. Daft Wooly, good to meet you. Have no fear, the gays are here. No, the gays are quite welcome around these parts. Lack Lovester, Elf Raid, thank you very much. Let's see, did I get everybody? All right, you played the original Oblivion a bunch, and the remaster has all the same gorgeous charm. I played the original twice when it was contemporary, and I understand they've done a pretty good job with the remaster, but I don't know. I might pick up the remaster at some point, because I think I don't have a digital copy. Wait a second, I gotta check something real quick. All right, digging around under my desk. Ugh. I am opening up a CD wallet. I am dating myself because I still have some gifts on physical media, such as Deus Ex. Let me get back on screen real quick. Ratmost, Elf Raid, good to see you, Rat. Okay, let's see. Do I still have my Oblivion disc? Invisible War, Gym 3, Far Cry. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion on DVD. CD wallet, dang. Yeah, I have a CD wallet under my desk, which has what few physical copies of PC games I still have. Phew. Anyway, let's see. They usually get senior discounts for that. Hey, I fucking love discounts. That would be great. Anyway, for those of you raiding in with Gwendolf who don't know me, I am Rekujira, Lalafel Papoto, and Punmeister Extraordinaire. I mostly do variety gaming. I also dabble in, I don't know, gunpla, video editing, live 2D editing, live 2D model rigging. I have rigged this model you see here. I did not do the art, but I did do the rigging. Kool-Aid Man, thank you so much for this follow. Thank you for choosing to Spud Life. And I think I botched my spiel, but either way, and he's a sweetheart, a huge sweetheart you should follow. I don't know about huge sweetheart. That's not for me to say. I just try to be a decent human being. And I kind of hate that nowadays that's not the default. But anyway, we're here to play video games. And not just any video game. Tonight, we are playing something I've been doodling around for a while. My second favorite video... Well, those of you who've known me for a while have probably heard me harp on that my favorite video game of all time is a PlayStation 1 RPG Xenogears. For reasons I will not disclose right now, I've played that game about 5 or 6 times to completion, and the game literally changed my life. But we're not playing that tonight. Tonight we're playing my second favorite game, which is Deus Ex. I played this when it came out back in the distant future, the year 2000. It is the first immersive sim I ever played. I've played it a good probably 3 or 4 times, including the PlayStation 2 version. But I have not played it in a good 10 years or more, and it's time to fix that. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. All right. Point of order, this game is still readily available on most digital platforms. I say most, that's actually a load of crap, I don't know. But it is in fact available on Steam and Good Old Games. I think it's part of Good Old Games, like digital game preservation hoodly whoop that they're doing. The Steam version does take a little bit of doing, a little bit of configuring to get working. I'm not going to outline all that here. There are guides, but if any of you are curious to play this, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. And hit me up on Discord. Shameless plug in the chat. If you need help setting it up, because it's a bit of a to-do, and I can share my secrets. It's not really that much of a secret. Anyway, let's get started. Medium difficulty. Oh, before I forget, again. Gwen, standard procedure. You just wrapped up a raid. If you need a raid and run, I totally get it. Thank you for sharing your community with me. If you want to hang out, I love this game. All right, character creation. So, with Deus Ex, oh, yippee. All right, thanks for letting me raid. I'm going to run and get some food, but I shall lurk. Enjoy your lurk and enjoy your food. Thanks again for sending your community my way. Hope your stream went well, and appreciate the support. So, I've already gone through and done the tutorial yesterday just to refresh, make sure I remember how to play this game. And much like riding a bicycle, you never really forget. But in this, you play like a secret, or not strictly a secret agent, but sort of a secret agent type. But you actually build out your character. Do you want to specialize in pistols? Do you want to do melee weapons, heavy weapons, all that? Are you good with computers, or are you an absolute gremlin? More so than even the modern Deus Ex games, especially more so than the modern Deus Ex games, they really let you build your approach, how you want to handle any given obstacle or challenge, because you could be non-violent. You can go full Rambo and just gun everyone down. There are any number of ways to solve challenges, and it's up to you how you want to do it. That's something they really can't do with modern games, for the most part, just because budgetary reasons and whatnot. But let's build out our character. Real name, Rekujira. This is a feint, you will find out. If you're an immersive sim guy, check out Shadows of Doubt. I have not heard of that one. Let me look that up real quick. Currently on sale for 20 bucks. Interesting art style. Okay, I'm gonna look into this later. Thank you for the recommendation, Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, cool. I wouldn't say for immersive sims are my primary jam, but every time I play one that's good, I always enjoy it. Like, I am bad at Dishonored. I'm not good at stealth games. I love Dishonored. I really enjoyed Prey. Deathloop was also really good. I have gone back and played the System Shock remake, which I really enjoyed. And System Shock 2, I never quite beat that one. I'm looking forward to the remaster. Oh, I can forget anything and everything unless I want to forget something that I suddenly have perfect memory. My memory has enough holes to make a net jealous. I am 30 or 40 years old, and I occasionally wonder if my memory is going a little spotty. I don't think it actually is, but I am occasionally bothered by how many things I don't remember. But oh well. But anyway, yeah, we're going to build out a character. So, real name, Rekujira. I'm going to exploit a little glitch I know and untrain myself in pistols, because you'll get the points back when you start your game. It'll automatically upgrade you to pistol. Oh, you're on the wrong end of 40. If you are currently above ground, I don't think there is a wrong end of 40. Let's see. Shadows of Doubt is a crime-solving immersive sim, solving crimes using clues from environments with people, jobs, documents from houses, ration, etc. Really complex in a good way. Worth a look even for non-immersive simmers. You've piqued my curiosity. I've got the tab open on my web browser, and I will look into it later. Thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, so I definitely want to put points in computers. I'm going to start off with the level in low tech. It's not worth upgrading low tech much past train unless that's your focus, but 1 point can give you a little bit of leeway with trying to do stealth takedowns. Okay. 1 in electronics, 1 in lockpicking, and 1 in... Wait a minute. Am I missing one? Actually, no. I'm going to undo 1 in lockpicking, and do I want to put that in lockpicking or rifle? I'm going to put it in... So I'm using a little bit of I hate to use the word metagaming here. For the intro mission, very few obstacles require more than 1 lockpick. There may not even be any. And I'm also not going to start with a rifle weapon, so points here could be wasted. You know what? Or do I want to save points and boost pistol earlier? Lockpicking or rifle? That's the dilemma. Pick our basic appearance. I always like the middle one. How about... Let's do rifle. Reason being, I'll explain why I'm putting points into rifle and not lockpicking once we get there.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed
Oh yes, intro
the matter
cutscene.
with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
If you've played Invisible War, they did actually bring back the original voice actor for Bob Page, the gentleman in the white coat.
The priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to...
For lack of a better term, content warning, it is eerie just how much this game got it right 20 years before the fact.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. The world left
So I'm not going to mention further along plot points until we get there,
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
but I have noticed a couple things in this intro
Terrorist
cutscene.
strike on the statue. I have someone in
The
place,
gentlemen
though.
in France
I'm
who
more
were
concerned about Savage.
gunning down the
He
crowds.
abandoned
That's
Virgil.
interesting.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider,
The augmentation project.
among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but
Terminated sounds bad.
a new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned
I know
its
who's in that tube.
not better than kings. Gods.
So yes, welcome to Deus Ex. This is a world where conspiracy theories are real. This game came out in 1999.
Oh my god!
Came out in 1999. And you know what's not in the skyline of New York City? The two towers. Yes, I probably do need water. I will do that right now, Robot said.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the
Oh.
coalition, JC. I might as well start using your
Right,
code
more
name.
cutscene.
Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one
So,
of our
just something to
shipments.
think about. In the
Few got away,
cutscene,
but we trapped
just
the
now
rest.
they mentioned they were dissatisfied with the primary unit.
Textbook assault.
You notice how our brother also has the the electronic circuitry in his head.
Hold back and send you in alone.
He's the primary
Someone
unit,
wants to see how you handle
and the boss is
situation.
not happy.
All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stay
Okay,
with
that is my hydrate. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Skylarka.
A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
Okay, so catching up with chat. Sky, congratulations on being first. So this is our first choice in the game. We start with a couple of basic weapons, but we get to choose our secondary weapon here. In past playthroughs, I always took the sniper rifle. I'm not going to do that this time. There is no reason to take the crossbow because you can just pick it off like one of the first guards you see. So the right choice here is the GEP gun. Oh my god, Sky was first to my stream too, about 4 hours into my stream. I mean, Skylarka is just that powerful. In fact, if by some twist of fate you were following me or Gwen, but not Skylarka, get on that. She is fantastic. Does a lot of gaming, does a whole lot of Mario Brothers stuff, including a lot of Kaizo stuff, which I'm not nearly brave enough for, but they're really good at it. She breaks video games, she's really funny, she does music production. Follow Skylarka if you're not already. Anyway, the GEP gun is basically a rocket launcher, and fun thing, in this game, most doors you encounter have a durability rating, whether that's like doors, lockers, safes, and all that, and a GEP gun will break anything. So I'm not picking a rocket launcher, I'm picking a lockpick.
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But
True,
don't
Sky
forget
is
about Agent
based.
Herman.
She is.
We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Okay. So let me just save my game. Alright, so terrorists have taken over the Statue of Liberty. Which, by the way, it's kind of missing a few parts. We have fun here in the distant future. So, terrorists have taken over the Statue of Liberty. What do we do about it? What we do is we find every supply crate and loot it. Okay, got binoculars and a lockpick. And I happen to know that there's something underwater. Okay, we have a bioelectric cell, which basically is, it recharges the ability, or, bleh.
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
So I'm kind of jumping into things. We are a nanomachine augmented super soldier type, and over the course of the game, we unlock new nanotechnology powers, but those cost energy to use. The bioelectric cell is a battery. It recharges our nanotech powers. Okay, so there's our buddy Paul. Has he got anything else to say?
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the triad leaders in Hong Kong.
Why the bosses aren't happy.
It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
I want to know the story.
Which triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared
Paul
less
is
than
being
Mom and
very
Dad came
evasive.
alive, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news.
Primary unit.
Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom.
At least JC is acknowledging, dude, we have privilege
One
here.
can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
Okay, that's all Paul has to say. So one thing I've never done in prior playthroughs is like repeatedly talk to people and see if they have more to say. That was some interesting background info about the Denton family.
A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper.
Okay. So, how do we get into the Statue of Liberty? Because it's heavily guarded and the front door is locked. Let me check one thing with my keybinds. Okay, left bracket. Backslash. There we go.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
But a headshot is a lethal takedown, but I only have a very loud gun. Okay, let's swap out. Do that. Now, in prepping for this replay, I went back and did some reading on some of the mechanics people found in this game. And, oh, excuse me, sorry, I need to catch up with chat. Let's see, just buy some chill gems to recharge your stuff. I remember that from Oblivion. Oh yeah, no worries, that was a joke. No offense taken. Let's see. I did a little bit of reading on some of the hidden mechanics in this game, and I never actually realized that if you're trying to sneak up on someone, like he just said, headshots are a lethal takedown, but with the stun baton, which is what I'm wielding right now, it will not do headshot damage. If you want to do a stealth takedown with a baton, you need to approach them from behind and strike them right at the belt line. Yeah, there's like 4 dudes there. So we could try to go that way. That's more of the front door route. I'm gonna look around. Pepper gun. TNT crates. That seems dangerous. Oop, got a dude. See if I can get him. First takedown of the night. First takedown of the night. Do I do it right or do I screw it up? Sneak, 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 sneak. Hata! I got him. Okay, let's move the body where no one's gonna look for him. Take a nap. Yeah, in previous playthroughs, I never realized that striking someone in the head with a baton basically did diddly squat. Let me tidy up my inventory a little bit. I don't need to have those on quick access. I don't need to have those on quick access. Everyone type good bot in chat because Sari just caught what was likely a spam bot. Let's see, no worries. Some people are just very wild about anything they conceived as backseating. For example, I got banned for asking if a streamer knows about the minimap in Oblivion, which most new players have no idea exists, even though it's nowhere explained. I didn't know there was a minimap in Oblivion. Was that in the original one, or is that just the remaster? It's entirely possible it's been there all along, and I'm just a dingus. I'm going to drop the cigarettes. I don't know that they're actually useful for anything. And also, smoking is bad for you. But no, my general rule on tips and on getting tips from chat. Nope, it's in Bosch. Open the world map and scroll in. Huh. Well, I'm a dingus. I've probably put 100 hours into that game, and I never knew that. Wow. Now, my general policy is like, Now, assuming, you know, if someone is backseating and we know what that means, that's not cool. Please lay off. But if I'm watching someone else's stream, if it's clear that they're struggling, I'll usually say something like, "Hey, if you're stuck, I know how to resolve this." So, you know, all that. Hey, so many people have no idea since the game does not tell you at all. Yeah, seriously. The hand to God, I did not know that was a thing. I was just so used to opening up the regular map every daggum time. When was the last time I played Oblivion? Whoop. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, googly eyes. Good evening, crew. We are just getting started. There's two of them, so I'm just gonna go over here. Gonna avoid that. Because if I F up stealth, so be it. I don't want to mow everybody down. Okay, we got 3 more dudes over there. I'm going to adjust one thing. I'm wondering if the screen is just a little dark. Just brightness. Maybe it's because I'm using a custom OpenGL renderer, but this is doing a whole lot of nothing. Oh well. Back to game. Okay, so I would like to check out the north part of the island, because it was mentioned we do have a contact there. But I'm going to look around in here. That is a gun turret. No, that's an environmental suit. You. Don't mind me. I'll wait till he turns around again. Sneak, 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 sneak. Knock, knock. Gotcha. Carrying bullets.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Okay, so the EMP field won't kill us, but it will drain our energy. I've set up the turrets in the cameras and statue ruins, a hasty defense, but since he won't be here long, it should work. The security computer login is NSF001. The password is smash the state. I thought you would have shoved that stick up his arse. Well, I mean, I would ask if he's into that first. Not my thing, but to each their own. Ah. Can we use that to traverse? Let's see. Yeah, I would never do stuff like streamers trying to figure out a puzzle and people just post a solution in chat. That's not okay. Figuring out puzzles is part of the fun. Unless streamer gets completely stuck, but even then I just give hints and not just solve it. Unless they want me to. No, that's pretty fair. I don't watch her as much as I would like, but Amalia Solaris sort of has a clever little system. They have a safe word. If they say the word gelato, then that gives chat free reign to give a hint or explain the solution or what have you. Can I just jump over this? I wonder if I could just use this metal box and just climb over it. Because I'd rather not use multi-tools if I can help it. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, that's a good system. Almost. I can almost climb it. I'm like 1 pixel away from climbing it. Now jump on the electric box. Almost. Almost like they realized I was going to try to do this. Push it right up against the thingy. Because if I don't have to use resources, then I'm not gonna. I'm gonna see if I can use the forklift. Aha! What was it Biori said during Repo? Arise, chicken? No, wait, wrong button. Aha! I solved your lifting puzzle. Ooh, weapon mods. Oh shit, the laser. Okay, so another thing you can do in this game is most weapons can have modifications attached to them to make them more effective. The starting pistol is actually a really good gun. It's effective throughout pretty much the entire game. The one thing it can't do is you cannot put a silencer on it. There is a stealth pistol you acquire, which gunshots do not alert enemies, but it's crap. But it can take the laser sight. So, boink. And what is the button to activate the laser sight? The right bracket. Aha! So now we have a laser sight, and so our accuracy isn't perfect, but we know where our shot is going to go every time. This is incredibly powerful, especially if you are undertrained in a weapon. Come on. There we go. Save. Yeah, I always max out the pistol whenever I play this game. You know, I don't need the crowbar anymore because I have the baton for melee attacks. Let's do some inventory management. Tell me you like Resident Evil 4 without telling me you like Resident Evil 4. I don't need the combat knife. One weapon I never really use is I never used the pepper spray before, but in reading up to prepare for this playthrough, I figured out this can really mess with like laser trap lines, which I did not know that was an interaction that existed. Laser tripwires and whatnot. We have not encountered any yet, but we will. Oh, here's a dude. Sneak. I'm gonna sneak up on you. Never gonna know I was here. Awfully nice lumbar you got. It'd be a shame if... Hata! Got him. And we just picked up a mini crossbow. There was no need to take one from Paul at the start of the game. I'm gonna hide the body. Here, join your buddy. Here, come on. A little closer. Get comfy. Close enough. Man, knowing that's how stealth takedowns work in this game, or, okay, not strictly speaking stealth takedowns, but knowing that's how, like, sneak attacks damage works in this game, that changes a lot. Ammunition. Another thing about classic immersive sims is ammunition is precious. You need to be conserving every dadgum bullet, because they don't give you very many. Okay, so there's an attack droid here, and this is sort of a beefy boy, except Pecan's green. This is our friend. Hello, robot friend. He's our friend. And that must mean we're close to the northern docks, where we're supposed to have an informant here who can help us out.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
So I'm not going to go for a perfect, like, no-kill play, but I always try to avoid confrontation whenever possible, because even though you're a nanotech augmented super soldier, you're made of tinfoil. You will die very fast. Whoop. I got spotted. Okay. What I might do is I might just hop down and make a run for it once this patrolman is gone.
I saw somebody. Maybe just a homeless guy.
Wait for it.
Forget it. I was here.
Oh, time to fight. Quit it. I'm trying to not kill you. So much for that idea. I need to heal. So, the health system. Another thing about this game is there's location-based damage. If your arms go out, your aim goes to crap. If your legs go out, you crawl on the ground. If your torso or head go out, you're dead. Okay, that went not great, but just see how quickly we died, or almost died. It is important to conserve your health. Oh good, a med kit. I'm debating if I want to put one level into medkits, because eventually you do earn a way to regenerate your health, which is crazy powerful. And that renders medkits kind of irrelevant, but it's going to be a while before we get that. Hey, buddy.
About time you showed up. Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron.
I'm surprised it didn't give us an option to actually
Words
say the
enough,
line.
pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here. I heard that you can get inside. Depends. Get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
Okay. We can either work with him or be kind of wishy-washy. I'm not here to kill that many people.
You can trust me. I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business. Thanks.
Okay, oh, he's got presents. Let's see. Flares. You know, what I probably could have done during that, they're giving me a whole lot of signal flares. I probably should have distracted the guards by throwing a flare and just running past them. Oops. Hey, lady, what's your story?
You with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
Ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
So she just gave us a tip. I didn't comment on this, but in making our ways around to the dock, I did notice that there was a series of platforms and boxes you can climb for a rear entrance into the statue, Giggity. I don't know if I've ever actually gone in that way before, Giggity.
No thanks.
Don't need ammunition. Routine check for excess inventory. Don't need a crowbar. Don't need that. Don't need that. Do I even have any darts? I've got some darts. The mini crossbow honestly kind of sucks because the darts, they do okay damage, but it's not a hit scan weapon. And an enemy, when struck with a tranq dart, will do the logical thing and say, "Oh shit, I'm getting shot at," is going to run, scream, and panic before they pass out from the sedative. So it's not actually a good stealth weapon if you're trying to remain completely undetected. The bit I read is they'll get hit with a tranquilizer dart, and before they pass out, immediately run for the nearest alarm panel. Which matches my own memory of this game. Ooh, piece of candy. Chocolate Dream. It's chocolate. It's people. It's both. 85% recycled material. That is, in fact, a Soylent Green joke. Yummy yum. Now, one thing I've never done. Looks like there's something right here. Can I go for a swim? Ah, it's locked. Cannot go in that way. I don't think I've even got 2 lockpicks to burn, so not going in the barge. Oh, wrong button. Ah, sniper ammo. I do usually end up keeping the sniper rifle when I do pick one up, which I think we can pick one up in the next mission. Okay, I'm gonna scout around a little bit before we go for the statue. Sneak, sneak. Sneak. In around. Yep. Gonna wait for him to turn around. I don't think. Yep. I didn't think I had enough time to walk up behind him. I bet I do now. Am I gonna get spotted by the other guy? I sure hope not. Wah! Ah. Drop the crowbar. Don't need that. Now, if I recall correctly, we have made a loop around the island. Because if we keep going this way, we'll be back at the docks where we started. Nope. Don't mind me. Loot the body. Nothing. That's the front entrance to the statue. We do have a key for that.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
But I want to try going in the opposite entrance. Yeah. So I wouldn't quite call this a proper stealth game. It doesn't quite have that extensive of a toolkit. But you can peek around corners and whatnot, and this doesn't reveal you to the enemy. Sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Buddy. Oh, he's got a gun.
Something moved.
Ah!
This guy wasn't just a grunt. What's going on?
Oops. Okay, he's also a crack shot. We didn't lose that much progress. Now that I know this route is likely to be, buddy.
Huh? Take him out.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Why don't we try that again? I'm not gonna save scum the whole time, just I don't like wasting time. Okay, I'm gonna stick to plan A this time. I'm going to wait for him to turn around, then I'll sneak up and give him a little tap. So the baton is not a very high damage weapon, but enemies take a lot more damage if they don't know you're there. And they also take a lot more damage if you strike them from behind. turn to the left, so let's just go around from this side. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Wah! Here. Here, go nap in the grass. You don't see me, I'm so sneaky.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
Okay, this guy will... Okay, I cannot hide there. I found that out the hard way last time. We do also have a, basically a stun gun we can use, but it consumes ammunition. But if I can help it, I'd rather stick to the baton or melee. I'm in the shadows. You don't see me. I'm glad he's so agreeable. Smack! Go team. Don't need that. Don't need that. Go sleep in the grass. You know, another game from this era I never played was, I think it's called No One Lives Forever. Oh god. That's a robot. I'm not going to waste a rocket on it. We can just avoid this guy.
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area.
Oh,
You can either
rat
avoid
spotted.
the patrol route,
Everyone say hi to
or if you're
Rat.
feeling lucky, try and take
That
it
is
out
a
with
friendly
the
rat.
EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small
Hi, Rat.
arms.
Okay. 4 lockpicks, 50% strength. So this is a good use case for rocket launcher as lockpick. But do I want to use a rocket here? Because there ain't no way I'm staying hidden if I do that. You know what? It's the more interesting option, so we'll do it. Oh, let's just get this guy out of the way. Buddy. Yeah, just turn around. Nothing to see here. Ah! Well, I'm dead.
Maybe we have a chance.
Well, that didn't work. Did I just... Oh, no. Yes, I know I'm a monster. I just stepped on Rat. So even though I'm not trained in how to use a rocket launcher, the rocket launcher does home. You can lock onto a target. All right. Now, rocket launcher as lockpick. It's super effective. Ooh, money. Okay, that was worth it. Wish there was a way to just not pick up combat knives, because I'm never going to use one. Should I go and drop this on the pistol? I'm not hurting for inventory, so no big. Quick save, because we managed to deal with that situation. Yep. One augmentation I am looking forward to is improving your walking speed, because it also applies when you're crawling or crouching. Yep, see me. You don't see me. I am a stealthy big man wearing a coat.
saw
Nope.
somebody. Maybe just a homeless guy.
No, you did. Wonder. I should.
Forget it. I was hearing things. I swear I heard something. Thought I saw
That
someone.
does distract
a guy
him.
in a coat. All clear. The bastards just killed him.
Okay, he's gone. Mission accomplished. He spotted the body. Oh wait, there's stuff over there that I want. Oh, they saw me.
I got this.
I'm not trying to kill y'all, buddy. Yep, that's a trank dart. Damn it. Do I need to put the bad at this game tag in my stream? Okay, that was just me getting greedy. Yep. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I need a diversion. Oh, this did distract them.
Something moved. Could be the law.
Deus Ex? I didn't ask for this. Nobody did, Giselle, but I did. And that's what matters. Hope your evening is going well. Yeah, I've had an itch to play the OG for quite a while now. I've been a little hesitant to start it because I occasionally have, well, not occasionally. I frequently overthink the merits of playing a long game on stream. But fuck it, this is one of my favorites. Okay, so technically we can't go in yet. But this is the headquarters of UNATCO, the organization that our character is in. Oh no, it's classic. Oh no, I love it. I don't question its merits at all. But I frequently overthink, should I play a long game? Because that's going to be a lot of streams, and if somebody misses one, be like, oh no, I'm behind on it, so I can't watch it because I'm behind, and blah, blah, blah. I love watching long-form playthroughs. And see, and that's kind of where I'm just saying F it, because as many people love it as have apprehensions about it. So, F it. I love this game. Multi-tool. Okay, so, you know how I was mentioning a rocket launcher, the GEP gun can be a lockpick? It will not help here, because some doors do have infinite strength. Don't worry, don't think about it too much. So the only way to open this is to access this keypad. Now, we do have 3 multi-tools. I'm going to use one. Tranquilizer darts, that could be worth it. Attention night shift, van camera system login, same as old login. Satcom, new password, UNATCO001. P.S. We will beat you at darts on Saturdays, suckers. Hence the tranquilizer darts. Wait, they're using drugged darts for like a interdepartment dart game. I'm not going to think about that. Satcom, UNATCO001. So we do have the hacker skills, so we could just hacksaw into this. Wait, other way around. Satcom. But let's just use the password. And turn off the cameras. There's the secret door outside with stuff. And hooray, stuff. EMP grenade. If we can't get by any mechs, That'll take care of it.
Agent.
Thanks, buddy.
Everything was clear an hour ago. Then, boom.
Now, I would like to find a little bit more money and then come talk to this guy.
Under lockdown till the danger's gone.
Because he's got something really, really cool.
Right.
We can't use it now, but it'll be helpful next level.
UNATCO command made us pull back. I guess for Gunther's
Taking
sake.
a sip of water during
What's
this
the deal?
conversation.
We're ready to go in.
Okay. I can't speak for command, but I'm going to clean the place out. Or, we're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all. Don't think about that statement.
We're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all.
Ask me. I think we should brag
2000.
You trespass on UNATCO.
It was a
property,
simpler time.
get pumped full of lead.
When due process fails us, we really do live in a world of terror.
Thought you nanowogs were supposed to be badass killing machines. Guess I was wrong.
I mean, JC is right.
Some advice. You get out there, you're gonna have to tangle with some real sons of bitches. Best thing is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Sure, I will. As long as command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
So I want to get the scope. Wait a minute. Oh no, we can use this now. We can put the scope on our pistol and make sort of a poor man's sniper rifle. Okay, for some reason I thought he had a silencer, which he does not. Which we can't put on the pistol anyway. I'm really hoping I can find 100 more credits for the scope, because that would be a really good thing to have early on.
I'll check back with you later.
I don't know where else there is money to be collected. Hey buddy, you got any money? Nope. Go take a nap. Okay, we have done a loop of the island. So what I want to do is go back around this way. Yep. Wait for this guy to buzz off.
Thought I saw someone.
Ah,
Never killed a cop before.
rude. Oh, damn it, I gotta do all that again. Now just kid me. Okay, well, we can be quick about it this time. Yeah, you die very quickly in this game. You are not a tank. Unless you specifically kit for it, which I have not. I've never really done a combat focus playthrough. Capcom, UNATCO 001. Okay. Kitty. What is my health situation right now? Okay, it makes sense why we keep getting one-shotted. How many skill points do I have? I could level up, where is it? Medicine 1 level? I'm gonna look up the merits of that. Because I don't want to spend too many points on that. There are plenty of things we need to spend points on later in the game. I'm just waiting for someone to make the meme. If you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. Really? Nobody? Hmm. So the meme is that there is a skill for swimming, and it's pretty much useless. There are very few points in the game where you need to swim. Ooh, a thingy. Oh. Oh, cigarettes. I'm the one who left those there. Okay, we had these two guys here. We'll just give them a wide berth. I wonder why they put those TNT crates so early on. You don't really need them for anything. Okay, so these over here, this is the back entrance, Giggity, to the Statue of Liberty. So that's how we're gonna get in this time, Giggity. Yep. Is there anything around here I need to know about? Nope. Okay, quick save, because I might die to fall damage. Not about as graceful as a brick. Parkour. Okay. Oh, there's the Statue of Liberty's head. It's supposed to be up there, but now it's there. But it's supposed to be up there. But it's not. Okay. Well, we just snuck past a whole bunch of something. So, before we proceed too much further, what are our goals for this level? Our main goal is to deal with the leader of this terrorist cell. He's holed up at the top of the Statue of Liberty. And, you know, do we kill him? Do we arrest him? That's our choice to make. Our secondary goal is at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, another UNATCO agent has been apprehended, and I need to free him. So we could beeline for the goal, but I'm gonna rescue a buddy down there. Might be a good chance to also collect some money, because I do want to get that scope. I really want that scope for the pistol. Just gonna walk past this guy. Oh, exploding barrels, my favorite. You can't see me. I would like for this guy to buzz off. Okay. Got plenty of time to sneak past him. Got two guys here. Nope, that's not going to cause enough of a diversion. Okay. Ah, there is an entranceway. I see some light. Okay, we're going to go into the statue from here and go downstairs. Hopefully there's not a dude right here. There is not. Good. All right. Quick save. Oh, there's a dude. Once I take care of this dude, I'm really hoping he doesn't proceed too much further. Because I'm in broad light. I cannot hide right now. Wowee, this guy's got a long control. What?
I think we've got an intruder.
Nope, no you don't. No intruder here. Nobody here but us spuds.
Who's there?
Okay. Go down. Okay.
Now this is what I
Damn it.
signed on.
Okay, so I need to hide all the way out here. Like, in this first level, unless you really are not equipped for combat. Because, oh, another thing I need to clarify, and I'll do this once I'm at a safe point. Huh? Where'd he go? Okay. Oh, no, here he comes. So, you know how I mentioned you train up in weapons? Look how broad the crosshairs are when I aim at him. You really have to focus your shot if you want to fire with accuracy. The laser sight helps, but like you cannot Rambo your way through solutions early on. I'm gonna have company. Go away, dude. What I don't want him to do is sound an alarm. Unfortunately, I don't think there is one nearby. Okay. Cool, we only alerted one guy. That is not bad, all things considered, and I will take it. Let me hide the bodies. Oop. Here. No one will miss them. Okay. Oh, that is a camera. Yeah, in this game, security cameras will absolutely get you wrecked. But you can hide beneath them for a moment. Lockpick. Okay. Ow. Okay, I'm in the shadows. You cannot see me. I am Shadow Sneaky Man.
I know I heard something.
You can't actually hide in the shadows. Like, there is nothing obstructing me. Their view of me, except that I am in complete shadow right now. I'm gonna wait for them to carefully fuck off.
Nothing. I guess we're safe. That's enough. He's a cop.
Ah, shit.
Maybe we
Damn it. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, maybe this time I'll duck off to the left. And I just do not have cover off to the right. Could multi-tool. I think it is theoretically possible to destroy surveillance cameras with certain weapons, but I am not spec'd for it. Yup. Ow. Okay, this is the better call. Oh, ATM. You know how we put points into hacking? Stealing money from banks. There is no victim. 100 creditos, which is exactly what we need to get the scope. So, do I want to go back and get the scope? I will do that once I rescue our buddy. And then I will... Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. But let's rescue our buddy. In fact, before we do that, I need to get up and take a stretch break. So I'm going to do that thing. Get some water, get up, walk around, do what you got to do. I'll be back in a minute. Yoink. All right, and I'm back. Oh dear. Everything's okay. I actually need to step aside for just one more moment. I'm not going to go BRB. I just need to get a paper towel. One sec. Yoink. Oh no, a spill. Yeah. Yeah, I just had to wipe up a little something real quick. Nothing damaged, nothing ruined, just sticky. Had a piece of bread with some honey on it, and the honey clearly spilled off of the bread. Well then, okay, yeah, I realized as soon as I said the word sticky, somebody was gonna go there. As well you should have. Anyway, let's see. Catching up a chat. Human beings may not be perfect, but a computer program with language synthesis is hardly the answer to the world's problems. I was mentioning this earlier on in when I was first starting the game. Like, this game came out in 2000, and it is creepy just how much they nailed certain aspects of it. And the role of AI is certainly one of those things. I have nothing new or novel to say about the state of AI and how it's a real piece of shit. But oh well. That's actually been kind of a point of contention at work lately, because my company owners are going, I do work for a technology-oriented company, so I get it. But there is an order from on high of your workflow should incorporate AI as much as you possibly can. And my response to that is no. There are certain things and certain very specific things I will use AI for, and outside of that very narrow span, no. My immediate boss is of a similar mindset, but he is kind of... I spoke with my boss about this earlier today, and he does have kind of a clever idea. So I work in a creative field. I work at a VR development studio. I'm a technical artist. I don't make the pretty things. I make sure the pretty things work. That's kind of my role. And so my boss has told me he disagrees with the company direction, but he is beholden to it. So do what they say. Try to use AI where it makes sense in my workflow, and and document every single hurdle I run into, so that when the company management says, hey, why aren't you using AI more? He can fire back with, my team is not using AI because it makes our work worse, and we have to spend a lot of labor cleaning up this crap. He would word it more tactfully than that, but there must be receipts for this plan to work. Hoo-hoo, hee-hee, ha-ha. Oh wait, how were you not following already? Hit People Guy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for choosing the Spud Life. Better late than never. I'm just glad you're here. Let's see, you love the Yankee look you have going on. Always wanted one of those coats IRL. Thank you. No, I like this design. I did not draw the art for this model sheet. That was done by my friend Sparrow, who... I need to look up her name real quick, make sure I get it right. Okay. Boom, got it. Sparrow. Yeah, so Sparrow and I go way back. Yes, Sparrow is the one running the cat cam. It's the exact same person. Yeah, she and I go way back. We've known each other since college. She is a very good illustrator and artist, and I can do rigging. So we sort of did the Bartertown thing as we both got into VTubing. She drew our model sheets. I rigged them. Yeah, no, that worked out really, really well, because I don't know how many of you are streamers or interested in streaming or VTubers, anything like that. VTubing is an expensive hobby, y'all. It is really expensive. And art is expensive, rigging is expensive, it's all expensive. So where you can, I strongly endorse the barter system. Let's see. Definitely some technical tech dystopia going on. I forget where I heard this comparison, but I've heard it said that we currently in the real world live in the dumbest cyberpunk. It's just dumb. That's the best. That is the most hopeful explanation I can think of. Not hopeful explanation. You know what I mean. That is the most generous read. It is the dumbest cyberpunk. Like, give me an expert system trained to do one task with specific data related to said task, and yeah, I'd work with it. Yeah, no, using AI. Now, AI is used as a catch-all term, but using those kinds of data models to analyze mass data, maybe not draw any conclusions from it, but sort them a certain way. We've had this kind of technology for years. I am more okay with using LLMs for that kind of thing. Not to draw any conclusions, but just aggregate things, like using it for, theoretically using it for like article or meeting summaries. But on the other hand, if the article was that important, or if the summary was the meeting was that important, wouldn't you have paid attention? Wouldn't you have listened to what was being talked about? Because if it's not worth remembering, why is it worth writing down? Anyway, back to the game. Okay, we are going to go rescue our friend. But first, we need to not get moitered. I'm not succeeding very well at the don't get moitered part. How far in are we? We are still on the first level. I have infiltrated the Statue of Liberty, which has been taken over by Northwest Secessionist Forces, NSF forces. I'm trying to rescue our buddy, who is being held in the bottom of the facility. Ata! That didn't work.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
So we didn't get spotted, but we were not lined up center of
This
map, so
security
our
setup is
our
strictly
attack didn't do
amateur
enough
stuff.
damage.
Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
Okay. So we didn't immediately beef it. So we're breaking our record. Okay, bottom floor is clear. Etiquette. Okay, I have unlocked the front door. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go get that scope. Sneak, sneak. Anybody here? No, good. Okay. Now, let's see. NSF 001. Smash the stake. Huzzah. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, we don't have to worry about that camera anymore. Good. All right, I'm going to quick save. I'm going to zip back to the UNATCO headquarters. Yep. Buy that scope for our pistol. Can you make the turrets kill everyone? Yes. Yes, you can. I don't immediately remember how to do that, but you can change the targeting for a turret. And you know who doesn't have ammo restrictions? Turrets. It did say allies on the security console. Yes, it did. I did play this game a little bit last night just to make sure it was working properly on my system. So I have done this first part of the level before. But when I tried, oh. Uh-oh. Somebody went knocking on the wrong door. When I set it to enemies, it didn't do anything. Maybe I was just not patient.
Freight base is under lockdown.
Right. You
Blah, 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 blah. Minimum force approach.
Thought you guess so. Shouldn't. Sure.
Okay, I want the scope.
Take the scope for 700.
Just attach this baby to your pistol and you're in business.
And now we have a scope. So, oink. Hooray. I'm going to go and put the ammo upgrade on it, because I I've already died at least once having to stop and reload my gun. That. Okay. Aha. Yeah, so we are only trained in pistols, which is only skill level 2. So if we zoom in, our aim is rather shaky, and if I walk, it gets worse. It gets real bad. So yeah, you cannot run and gun your way through this game. If you do, and you're not leveled for it appropriately, you're gonna have a bad time. Who snipes while walking? I think Overwatch players do. Or maybe, wait, Overwatch. What world are we talking about? Marvel Rivals players? Like, who is it? Black Widow in Marvel Rivals? I've only played that game a little bit. I am bad at it. Black Widow Maker. Yeah, I'm not knocking the design. Both of those games are fun and popular. I just don't like those kinds of ultra competitive shooters because I die a lot. That frustrates me. My problem is, in fact, a skill issue. And I address this skill issue by not playing them very much. I would play them with friends. I would never go out of my way to play them solo. Yoink. Not nailed down. Aha. Oh. Need to hide this guy. Here, go hang out with Rat. Thanks, Rat. Okay, back into the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I just hate competition because I'm old and slow. I play video games to have fun, and it's not like so old, so slow. I am 30 or 40 years old, and I sympathize. Anybody's? Wrong button. I remember there being a maintenance tunnel in here or something. I remember where it was, though. Whoa! We just got a PlayStation 20! Actually, it's a single-shot plasma launcher pistol thing, and it honestly kind of sucks. Disposable plasma-based weapon developed by an unknown security organization as the next-generation stealth pistol. Unfortunately, the necessity of maintaining a small physical profile restricts the weapon to a single shot. By its limited functionality, the PS20 can be lethal at close range. This weapon is useless because it's loud, and it's not much more powerful than a regular pistol. It doesn't do anything we need. Okay, I'm really hoping this guy doesn't look to the left. Or the other left. Hey, buddy. Awfully nice gun you got there. Ta-da! You won't be needing it. Hooray! What was that maintenance thing? Ah, here we are. Ah, the Gordon Freeman entrance. Okay. Soy food. Okay, so we could lockpick this door. Should have grabbed the crowbar if we're going to Gordon Freeman it. So I have come across a few crowbars, but I'm sticking with the baton because that's a non-lethal option. And also the crowbar takes up more inventory. But no, you're right. If we were doing Gordon Freeman, we would absolutely use a crowbar. Yeah, the baton definitely doing work. So I was mentioning this earlier. In prepping for this playthrough, I've been doing some read-ups on some of the mechanics this game didn't really tell you about. Instead you could have done a John Freeman. You know, as much as I've been fumbling through the stealth, I basically am doing a John Freeman over here. Oh man, I should have named myself JF Denton. John Freeman Denton. Damn it, missed opportunity. Good call, Sky. Let's see. Oh, this is the pin. These are the credentials for the ATM we just hacked upstairs. But no, I learned that there's a bit of a secret damage calculation done with the baton. Normally, headshot damage is double. The baton does not do headshot damage. I think the headshot multiplier is like 8 times, and the baton just no headshot damage. So a crowbar to the head, that'll hurt you real bad. But the way to do a stealth attack on a baton is to sneak up on a guy and hit them like in the center lower back. So like kind of like by the lumbar, just above the belt line. That's how you take a guy down with a single hit. Having played this game 4 times, I never knew that was a thing until I was prepping for this playthrough. That information has served us well. Yep. Jump. Nope. Okay. Oh, wait. Aha! Chair. If you watch me play RoboCop, you know chairs are extremely effective.
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat.
That didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay. No, I'll do the sneaky. Okay. Yeah, that's a bad vantage point. Okay. How many lockpicks do I have? I have 4 lockpicks. I could use a lockpick or a lockpick. Nah, I don't want to make too much noise. Oh, I may have incoming cat aggro. My cat is eyeing my desk, and she is now on my desk. I'm going to... Deus Ex extremely hard mode. Play with a cat on your desk. Buddy. Oh, she's going to rub against the mic, which means I'm going to have to spend some money here. That's definitely a bonk.
Bonk!
Who's a good kitty who's costing me money by running up against a microphone? Do you want me to donate money to a charity? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to donate money to a cause?
Bonk!
Well, so far you've cost me $2 tonight. And you're worth every penny. Okay, let's see if the cat will allow me to proceed. Whoop, that's 3.
Bonk!
I'm putting a cap at $5. Okay, she has since hopped off the desk. Okay. Sneak, sneak. Ah, there's our man. Gunther Herman.
Who's there?
Yep.
I think the law's on us.
Nope, you're good. No, nobody here but us taters.
Forget it. I was hearing things.
Actually, I do need to adjust my mic real quick because I just noticed my cat knocked it out of position. One moment. Okay, there we go. That's better. Whoop. How far are you going to patrol there, buddy?
Thought I saw some.
Yep, time to die.
This one's a goner.
I was not specific. Do I have... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm still pretty much out of health. Oof. Shame on me. Yeah, still debating if I ought to put 1 point into medicine just to get me through to mid-game. Here's your patrol route there, buddy.
Uh-oh. I'm hit.
Okay. Spotted, but I don't think he alerted anybody. I need to reload the riot prod. Nice. And a hand grenade. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Now, one thing I don't know. Can I take this guy down? Stealth. Oh, that is a security panel. Oh boy. Have to get real hairy real fast. So there is a control panel for that camera and turret, but it's in the view of said camera and turret. That's going to be tricky to deal with. Okay, I'm going to wait for this guy to go back on his patrol route, see if I can knock him out. Because he doesn't notice the guy knocked out right there. Okay. I'm sneaking around. You can't see me, even though I'm right here. But! Got him. Okay. Okay, back to our dilemma. How do we deal with this situation? Because we've got a camera here that's going to alert that guy. But if we can take out that guy, we may not need to worry about the security alarm. Because who are they going to call? I think I've leveled this entire building, except for this guy. Okay. Oh, I do have to worry about security system, because there is a gun. Okay. NSF 001. Smash the state. Okay. Presents. Presents for Denton. Soy food. My favorite. What is the description for this? Because I never noticed that the chocolate bars in this game were a Soylent Green reference. Let's see. This can is blank except for the phrase, product placement here. It is unclear whether this is a name or an invitation. I've never read the item descriptions in this game before. This is hilarious and so sad. Soy food, fine print, seasoned with nanoscale mechanochemical generators. This TSP, textured soy protein, not only tastes good, but also self-heats when the package is opened. Ugh. Grim. Any other funny things? A flare. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that, because seriously, I've never bothered to look at these before, and this is hilarious and so sad. Okay, we're just going to load up our pistol with all the good stuff, because we're going to keep this pistol for the entire game. You hear that, Gunter? We're keeping this pistol for the entire game. Don't call me a jerk, because I'm right. Oh, hey!
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Hey, Rat's here.
Should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
As you wish, take my pistol. Aw, hell nah. First thing is get you out of here, I will handle the enemy.
First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy.
Excuse that I have forgotten your brother Paul Denton and the infinite power of nano-augmentation.
I just can't spare any arms. Please retreat to a safe location.
Go ahead. Advance up the stairs to the command center at the top. I will take my rusty metal bones and sweep away into the junk pile.
Okay. A little bit of resentment there, buddy?
Now I see the reason for the pullback. They wanted to show off their new nano-augmentation technology. I will not interfere with your demonstration.
Little passive-aggressive there. What do you think, Rat? What do you think, Rat? Is he out of turn? Rats. We are the rats. I've never watched Germa. Okay, I'm done.
Go ahead, put on a show for the bureaucrats.
Oh, newspaper. That emote is so good, Sky. Let's see. When the other kids on my block elected me king of the world, a political office open, thankfully, only to 8-year-olds, I moved quickly to consolidate my power. I declared that all subsequent elections were forbidden, and the office of king was reserved to me and my descendants for all eternity. I don't remember what morsels of political philosophy were hurled at me. That ain't fair, perhaps, or you can't do that. My rebuttal? Yes, I can. I'm king. All subsequent debates involved rocks. Even Gretchen, green-eyed, lovely Gretchen, held me pinned to the ground as the others asserted their own right to the throne with whatever stones happened to be within easy reach. With a 35% approval rating after the UN funding fiasco, President Meade should reflect that these children, and millions of other free thinkers, have reached voting age. Who wants to cast the first stone? So that's another thing I've never really done in these playthroughs. I never went out of my way to read the newspapers and data logs, because it might seem a little trite. Is that the right word? But putting this kind of political commentary in a video game, it wasn't controversial only because the wrong people weren't so butthurt by everything back in the day. But gasp, politics in my video game. Who knew? Okay, we'll just sneak in through here. Okay, so we've done everything we can do here. Now let's climb up the statue. Oh. Okay. Wait, are they?
Did
Rollman?
they find the shipment? Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn.
Jojo wants a lead on the distribution
Jojo?
network.
Yeah, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
Didn't know we were going to go up against
That's what Jojo
stands.
wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
What can I say about
Fiction.
Jojo? He's got
Love
a
it.
temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
A little bit of background there. I'm just gonna... Yep. Don't mind me.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work.
I am good at my job.
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Okay, I don't think
Let's
I can
get
deal
out
with...
of here.
I'm standing my ground.
They sprung Herman. We don't stand a chance against a mech.
Don't know if I can
This is
take
it,
care of both
Private.
of these guys quietly.
We knew it might come to this.
What good are we to the NSF if we end up dead?
If you Natco breach the perimeter, then it's already too late. Get ready to fight.
I don't see a quiet way around this, so...
Found us.
Oh. Well, that didn't work. God, these guys do a lot of damage. Is it time for a lockpick? No.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. He'd like to interrogate him.
He was just stepping on me. Okay. Not as elegantly as I would have liked, but it'll work. Okay, got that. Oh, we got plenty of ammo.
We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment. Then
Actually,
turn
you know
him
what?
over
I'm
to
going
one
to
of
try
the
something different. Is there a way to get past there without killing him? Just to see. I've never actually experimented with that part of the game. So in these first couple of missions, the characters do encourage you to take a
Gunther
less
has
lethal
reestablished
approach.
contact. He says you helped him escape.
It doesn't penalize you for it, especially. But I would like to try it while we're here. The problem with... Okay, I've got gas grenades. The problem with gas grenades is they affect you too. And they alert the enemy. It's a fucking gas grenade.
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it.
I
See
guess
if the
this
leader
beats
will
starving
surrender when
back
you
home.
reach the command post. You'd like to interrogate him.
Is someone there?
Hit me. Aha! I did a sneak.
I could swear I heard something.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find
What are you
out
complaining
can
about,
about the
Alex? I didn't shoot him.
shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Hey, buddy. I found a buddy.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Except send you back to the people in a body bag. Tell me about the shipment and I'll have him pick you as a prisoner instead of a corpse. That is the better option.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will Pass on your orders to the
Wait, what was
troopers.
that death
Report
scream
back
just
to
now?
base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against
Only 100?
people.
Do you have a single fact to back that up?
Number one, in 1945, corporations paid 50% of federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of
This is
Americans were
fiction.
self-employed.
This is a work of fiction.
So,
It's called
This is escapist
consolidation.
fantasy.
Strengthen governments and corporations.
Uh-huh.
Weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
I'm just gonna lay down now.
Let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNACO will not be as
I'm
forbearing as I
okay.
am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government.
I'll take it from here.
You can't fight ideas with bullets.
Ooh. Ah, an augmentation canister. You know, I was mentioning right now our only like nanotech power is night vision. We can get more, and they require these cool glowy canisters to do that. So let's see. And each canister can unlock certain upgrades. A cool thing with that is you have to make a choice because you cannot have every upgrade. Upgrades fit into slots, and there's more than one upgrade you can fit into a given slot type. So we just picked up was a canister for the arm slot. We can either give microfiber muscle or combat strength. Combat strength is what it sounds like. Your melee attacks do a lot more damage. If we were doing a melee spec, combat strength hands down. But I'm going to go with microfibril muscle because that gives us another option for puzzle solving and traversal. Because eventually we can start lifting up like giant crates to either set as cover, reveal secret passageways, or you can throw them at enemies. And if you watch me play RoboCop Rogue City, you know that throwing things at people is the best weapon. I know this firsthand. Throwing things at people is very effective. Throwing things at people is very effective. Anybody? Okay.
Good work, Agent.
Oh, couple of flares. Okay. So, is there anything else around here? Oh, another candy bar. Oh, geez, they just mowed everybody down. And here I was trying to be a little sneaky guy. You can only carry one PlayStation 20. That is fair. Yeah, I was mentioning it just as kind of a laugh just now, but think about it for a second. You know, they sent me in to apprehend the leader, and they were saying, you know, hey, try to take this guy alive, blah, blah, blah. But the second I have the leader secured, they send in United Nations troops and just mow down everything with a pulse. That's fucked up. Okay. I quick save now because there's a landmine on that wall and I want it. Oh, it's deactivated. You can disarm and collect trip mines and stuff, but you need to be quick about it because they will go off and explode in your face. Speaking of explosions, this is a bad idea. I'm not going to do that. Wrong way. Okay, so I believe our objective... Yeah, we just need to go back to headquarters and we'll be done with this mission.
Pick up the pieces. We've already searched.
Yeah, they sent in a traditionally peacekeeping force. Okay, peacekeeping is a loaded term, but... we're done.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Just keep a level head. You're doing well so far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2.
So another thing about this game that hits particularly hard nowadays is, again, this game came out in 2000. And, you know, one of the major plot points of this game is there's a... Tell me if you've heard this one before. There's a global pandemic. Governments are suppressing information about it. And there is a effective vaccine, but supplies are very limited. This game hits different after COVID. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late dues to the United Nations. Like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Where does he get the cash? Asked Senator Roden, Democrat, Illinois. Clearly from some budget item yet to be approved by this Congress. The Republicans were no kinder. This council member has been betrayed, and so has America, said Senator Osno Liverpool, Republican, California. The Congress came together to approve a UNATCO presence on U.S. soil, but we did not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
Let's see. Ammunition is disappearing again, so we're changing the door code for the comm van near the helipad. New code 0451. Oh, so that's the thing we already hacked into. Oh, hey, it's the president.
I was in your
Not
class
my
at the
president.
academy. You probably don't remember.
No, Lloyd, we don't remember you.
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Yeah, I know. They're like the third person to say that.
Come on in.
Ah, this track. So much nostalgia. Infinite. We cannot open this door. I wonder if that ever matters.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2.
You literally told me that a minute ago.
Has your login and password.
Okay, level 2. Alright, let's go check on the Manderley. Let's go check on the Mandervilles. Manderville.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
That is not a very safe password. That needs a lot more characters.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation.
This is our boss, Joseph Manderville.
Refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
Eager.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna.
A true Manderville man. Yeah, he kind of looks the part.
Seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter. You'll be briefed at that time.
I still need to play the Manderville story from patch 7.1. I have not gotten around to that.
You'll behave like a professional. That's an order.
Let's see. Project Dybbuk. Domination 5F clearance only.
And Armory are on level 3.
Noted failure of previous attempts to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition and retrofitting of available military hardware that had neither the range, ceiling, nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitness accounts or unauthorized military interactions. In addition to exacerbating public misconceptions about government operations, such encounters also jeopardize several key missions.
Come back when you've seen Carter and Reyes.
Project Dybbuk was initiated to address this issue through the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives. Basically, drones. Carrying out their duties, the UNATCO interfaces with other law enforcement agencies. Blah, blah, blah. Not going to read that.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I've got stuff to read. Okay. Okay, level 3. We got some stuff to check out around
That
here.
was a close one up there.
You tell me. Good thing I'm completely impervious to bullets. Okay, this is our med lab. Oh, medbot. Yes. Heal me. Ah, I can feel my kidneys again. Okay, let's install microfibril muscle. Doink. Okay, now we can pick up medium-size boxes. We can't lift up giant boxes, but we can lift up chest-high boxes. Oh yes, we can form a chest-high wall. It's completely impenetrable. We can't do anything with it, but we can make one. A restricted area. I wonder if this matters. Ooh, soda. Ooh. Somebody is not hiding their keys properly.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact.
He looks like Gomez Adams.
So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard...
One step ahead of there, buddy.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters, that you need a medbot for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunter are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Hooray! Secondary goal completed. Oh, we've got a dead body. He had some knives on him. UNATCO Handbook Dedication. I can't read that. Aha! Invest in better door locks there, buddy. Or just don't leave the key hiding in plain sight. Nightingale Medical Bot. Whatever. So yeah, you'll occasionally find these little guys roving around, and so they can heal 300 points of damage in a single charge, and they can also be used to install some of the upgrade canisters we found. So if we find a new canister to pull into a slot, we got to find one of these little guys. Now, right now, our where is it? Our microfiber microfiber muscle is only level 1. We can upgrade it further with some of these little upgrade canisters, the ones that are a bit more shaped like this. We won't find any for a little while. And those we can install on our own. But we don't have any of those right now. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Now let's check in with Alex Jacobson.
You're getting warm.
Lots of soda line.
You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
Strange Gert. G. Herman password to Zeitgeist. Okay, this is another memo about the drones. Andy. Let's see. No student of recent history can fail to miss the irony that the greatest enemy mankind has faced in the 21st century was not any despot or dictator, but the lowly microbe. Millions upon millions have been killed by the pandemics of AIDS, resistant tuberculosis, and the century flu. We now face our greatest threat yet, the Grey Death, a plague of devastating efficiency that has surfaced in the last year. But was this plague an accident of nature or a design of science? Dr. Kenji Ishii of the New World Biomedical Health Center in New York thinks not. My analysis of this plague indicates that it is decidedly unnatural in origin, in fact, and in point of fact, maybe extraterrestrial. He went on to speculate about those afflicted. Obviously, a disproportionate number of the indigent seem to be infected. A situation that makes perfect sense if you consider it to prelude to an invasion. No more effective way to disrupt the social, political, and military fabric of the Earth has yet been devised. If this is so, then what are our military leaders not telling us? And how can we be prepared? Only they know the answer. Joe Green, Senior Staff Writer. Okay, so this one makes me chuckle because, like, this game is all about conspiracy theories and whatnot. And the whole, like, oh, aliens are real, blah, 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 blah. Like, not all of these are bound to be true in the world of this game. I'm not going to specify which ones are and are not. But, some of them are not real. Some of them are.
Okay, enough goofing around.
What? It was right there.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
I like
This
cheese.
thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
Oh, good. How nice of them to turn off your brain cell phone.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back.
Okay. Oh, wait, do we have a code for this? Notes. Nope. But there is a computer terminal right here. Hacking into work. Doing the hacking song. Okay, let's see. Skull gun. Nope. I'm looking for key codes. Oh, wait a second. Locker code 2001. Score. Okay. Aha! Okay, so we do have a login for Herman. So let's just read his emails. Might I suggest again a skull gun for my head? full gun. Where is the... I don't remember the layout. Where is the armory? I guess it's upstairs. Mendeley.
JC. Mind if I call you JC?
Sure, it's not like JC means Jesus Christ or anything. Okay, this has a bunch of darts in there. But I don't want to... I don't need this.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
Ah.
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you
Dude,
think the
what this
staff has
orange
some
drink?
kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
There's even a conspiracy about the drink machine.
My new partner, JC Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
He said the line.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Could you tell me how to find Sam Carter's office?
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I don't think she likes us very much.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without coordinated military assault.
No problem.
Okay, secondary goal. Let's get some more money. So not every computer terminal has a login, so some things can only be accessed by hacking. Oh, 150. Don't mind me.
See Manderley on level 2 and let's move out.
I want to check in with Sam Carter first. He's got some equipment for us. Oh, I got this one too. Nice. Okay, I don't know why I would need that, but...
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see here that she did.
UNATCO handbook. Welcome to the UNATCO. Blah, 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 blah. Corporate bullshit. Okay. What is our... Ah, JCD Bionic Man. That's our password. JCD Bionic Man. Okay. Greetings and nanotech briefings. Okay, gonna skip over all that. Oh, wait, I remember where Sam Carter is. He's near the, Ah, here he is. Sam Carter.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
Let's see. Okay, so we can either ask for a lockpick, a multi-tool, or bullets. So this guy will react to how much lethal force we use these first couple of missions. I've always asked for ammo and he never responds positively to it. So let me ask him for a multi-tool. Those are very useful.
Can you spare a nanotech tech tool?
A man who uses his head. I like that. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good
Hmm.
one.
Stealing from the armory. That could have problems. Ooh, darts.
See Manderley on level 2 and let's move out.
I'm not busy picking up everything that's not nailed down. Let's see. Responding to an outbreak of Grey Death that quickly overwhelmed all city services, National Guard forces were placed under the command of local law enforcement
for the
today
mission.
and mobilized to help with disposal of the recently deceased in Brooklyn. However, the National Guard soon proved inadequate in containing the chaos, and in many cases the dead were simply left lying in the streets,
See Manderley
while
on
the
level
dying,
2 and
mostly
let's move
homeless,
out.
wandered the city until collapsing. Traffic jams and looting remain widespread, and as fear of the disease continues to escalate, frequent riots have made any attempt at an organized cleanup impossible.
See
With the
Manderley
threat
on
of
level
secondary
2 and
diseases
let's move
looming,
out.
city officials have consulted with the CDC in Atlanta in order a mass grave to be dug in Gateway National Park. So in this world, they are losing the pandemic.
Way to go, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, nothing we can do here. Let's go check on Mr. Mandeville.
See Manderley on level 2 and let's move out.
Ah! Take that.
What's the idea, JC?
FYI, your new password is Night Killer. Your login is still J Manderley. J Manderley. If it's an A or AY or EY. Let's try that. Night Killer. Wait, what was that again? Oh, Night_Killer. Okay. Under V, Night_. I almost typed out _. Ah! Hey, let's read our boss's emails. That's always fun. Let's see. Okay, so Gunter is asking for the skull gun again. Huh. Our little experiment from WS should be arriving soon. Clear it for domination/5F ops as soon as possible, but proceed with caution. We have serious concerns about the primary unit and would like to avoid any potential contamination. Huh. Garfield looking at a no Garfield sign. Huh. I wonder who that's for.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
Combat pay.
We'll meet up in the city.
Okay. See you, Paul. What about you, Mr. Mandeville?
You'll come to admire your partner. She's one of our best.
Okay. Let's see.
Wish I was going with you.
You want to come along, Scott? I'm sure they can fit one more person on the boat. I guess not? Okay. Oh, wait. Everybody hydrate. Okay. I'm going to save my game. I haven't actually done a proper save outside of a quick save in a while, because I forgot. And so far, I've been able to get this game running. I have, knock on wood, I have not had any stability issues, and I would hate to start now.
Good luck, Agent.
I did play a little bit more of Doom the Dark Ages after Tuesday night. I did one more level. That game's pretty fun. I'm going to keep playing it. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, because I don't want to do 2 first-person shooters on stream, and frankly, I'd rather play this one. I feel like I have more to say about and during this game.
Let's head out.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker. On a boat, and it's really dark, and my name is J.C. Denton. I'm a UNATCO man.
Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Castle Clinton?
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
Exterminate?
That's what I said.
Opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the
Murder is an opportunity?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Oh, I am getting raided by Karn. Karn, good to see you. Thank you for sending your community my way. Karn is a fellow member of Team Eldenwood, and Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I think you were playing that last time you raided into me. Why is there a double ping? Oh, I know why that is. Anyway, yes. How are you enjoying Ghost of Tsushima? I never quite got around to that one. Hello, child.
Do you have anything to eat?
It's amazing. I've heard it's real good, just that it's one of those I just never got around to it. And at this point, the backlog is too damn long. I might give the second one a try. I need an excuse to use my PlayStation 5, because I haven't in a while. Oh, standard protocol. Karn, if you need to raid and run, I totally get it. Go do what you gotta do. Otherwise, feel free to hang out. How's Electric Old Men going? It is going very well. We have read about some very awkward product placement, and every time I read a newspaper about the totally fictional events in the game world that have no correlation to real-world events happening in the year of our Lord 2025, I feel great. Excuse me, I'm just gonna lie down for a second. This is fiction. This is fine. We're okay here. Anyway, no, so far so good. Deus Ex is one of my second favorite game of all time. I haven't played it in a good 10 or 12 years. It's been a while. So it's really a lot of fun to revisit it. I'm looking forward to doing this playthrough.
How about some soy food?
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
Here you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats? Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Ah, tunnel behind the soda machine.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I can do.
I don't know that I've ever done that before. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever actually, had food to give to this kid. Like, I always just use the soy foods as they come along. So, that's cool. Also, our inventory is rather full. I'm actually gonna go take another stretch break real quick. It'll be the last break of the night. So, y'all get up, do what you gotta do. I'll be back in a minute. Yoink. I said yoink. And I'm back. Let's see. All right, so before we get too much further in, I've got some skill points I could spend. I'm debating what I ought to do here. In fact, why don't I take a minute to talk really quick, just brief overview of what these skills are, how they're applicable, or maybe how they're not. So the weapons are pretty self-explanatory. I already talked before about how they mentioned, like, accuracy, damage, how quickly your sights focus, how quickly your sights narrow so your shots are more reliable. That's pretty self-explanatory. Environmental training is basically how well you can use like bulletproof armor, hazmat suits. You know, you also get like some optical camo you can use. This skill isn't very good, so I'm not going to put any points into that. Lockpicking is self-explanatory. I'm currently untrained in lockpicking, and I'm starting to encounter locks that require that have higher durability, so I have to spend more resources to get to them. A lot of locks can be broken through with a grenade, a missile, or other forms of weaponry. But some locks, such as the one by the this little cabinet by the drink machine, we can't break it through, so we have to use lockpicks. But lockpicks are a precious resource. Electronics, similar deal, only with multi-tools. So this is breaking through like laser grids, turning off cameras, turning off turrets that haven't activated yet, things like that. Medicine is health kits. With untrained medicine skill, we can only recover 30 points per med kit. That's not very much. About halfway through the game, or a little bit before then actually, one of the augmentations you unlock will let you just regenerate damage. And at that point, you know, med kits aren't useless, but you don't need them as much. But to get to that point, I may put one level into medicine. Computer hacking, already talked about that. Theoretically, I don't think you really need to get it past... I think you can get by untrained for the most part if you're quick. You just wouldn't be able to sit around reading emails. You just have to log in, hit whatever door security controls necessary, and then get out before you get caught. Swimming is useless. There are underwater sections in this game, but almost every single one is either an alternate path, or if you must take that path, they give you a an oxygen tank, an oxygen mask to swim through without dying. So we're not going to spend points on this. I think I'm going to put one level each into lockpicking and medicine, just to have sort of a nominal level for that. See, and now we can open this with one lockpick. But I'm going to look around a little bit first. Hey kid, you got anything else?
That was good.
Yeah, everyone loves packaged soy food of dubious origin. Hey pal, what's your story?
Kill me. Anybody?
I'm sorry, I can't kill you.
Please.
Go to a public clinic. They can do something for the pain.
It's true. It's your whole body. Every cell.
You have the Gray Death?
I can't make it. I just can't make it.
Is there anything we can do for this guy?
I bet it's germ warfare.
Nah, no options. We've got plenty of resources. If I could help him, I would, but the game doesn't give me an option. Oh! There, we have a situation over here. Hey. Aha! We got one. Battery Park. Subway station. Oh, those guys are not friendly. Loot and bodies.
They've got hostages in the subway station.
Hi, rat. Another locked box. Do I want to break it open or do I want to leave it? I'll think about it. Ammo for a weapon we do not have. Okay, so can I carry this? I cannot carry it, but I can push it. This is using the microfiber muscle. What is it? Is that what it's called? Yeah, microfibril muscle. Because without it activated, I can't pick it up and it won't move if I run into it. With it activated, I can't quite lift it yet. It's too heavy to lift, but I can move it. So, hooray! That's one thing we can do now that we couldn't do before. Turn on for supplies now. Oh, there's some soy food we could have given to the kid if we didn't have any on our person. Lockpick. Okay. Another one. I'm gonna check both of these and see if they have anything useful that's worth burning a lockpick on. Prod charger, flare, and medkit. Versus... Is that the one? I thought there was one more. Ah. Versus a lockpick, so it pays for itself. Candy bar and a multi-tool. Okay, yeah, I'll keep those. So for one lockpick, we actually got a decent bit of stuff. Ah! Okay, there is a ladder. We can get out of there. Okay. I don't know where this leads. Oh, I bet this leads to the, Oh, it's underwater. I don't want to go there. I wonder if this leads to the subway station.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Oh, and we got spotted immediately. Well, they can't see us. Oh, the TNT cartridges. Yeah, we can't set any of those off. In fact, let me show you what happens. How do you miss?
I don't believe what I just saw. Those were innocents. You can't go in and just shoot everywhere. Get back to Castle Clinton and help Agent
Yeah, we're not going to keep that.
Barrel of Ambrosia.
Because if you blow those up, you blow up the hostages. And that is not what I want to do.
You can't hide for long.
Okay, there's got to be another way in, because that just ain't going to work. Part of me is curious what's in that underwater area, because I don't recall ever taking that path. Okay, those are the hostages. How did he see me?
That's him. He's a cop.
Oh, you know what? I know what I can do here. I have a gas grenade. Oh, that is not going. That didn't work. Okay. Okay, so not a bad idea, but I landed in the wrong area. So if I can get to the flamethrower guy, I'll be all right. I did use a flamethrower a lot in a previous playthrough, and flamethrower is kind of OP. Because once an enemy is on fire, they will just keep running around screaming until either the fire is put out or they die. So one tiny little just poof of fire and no longer a threat. Oh, nothing in here. Okay. I wonder if there's a crowd control module for Deus Ex. I don't know that there is, actually. Or at least not one that's maintained.
Who's there? I think the law's on us.
How are they seeing me? Are they seeing the light cast from my,
Like Billy the Kid, man. We're outlaws.
Are they seeing the light cast by my night vision?
That's him. Big guy. He can't hide for long. Keep looking. Something funny about that guy.
Okay. Flamethrower guy's gotta go.
Take him out. That's him. He's a cop.
Okay, if they're all bundled up like that, there's nothing I can do.
30 credits says I get. Fascist. Keep looking.
How the frick do they know where I am? That's bull honking.
Take him out. Big guy. He can't hide for long. Big guy. That's him. He's a cop.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait here until they calm down.
Careful. These Unatco guys got all the tricks. Big guy. He can't hide for long.
Okay.
I think you took off.
Well, I cannot shoot the TNT because I don't want to hurt the hostages. Where is Flamethrower guy?
That's him. He's a cop. Take him out. He can't hide for long.
Okay, that's one. That's two. Reload.
30 credits says I get. Fascist.
30 credits says your mom. I know. I'll use the PS20.
Keep looking. I got it.
That didn't work. PS20, worst weapon.
Anybody see him? Guy vanished.
Yes. Believe I am gone. Should I use my stealth pistol here? Because I don't like this weapon. Oh wait, no. Okay, flamethrower guy is down. He's the biggest threat. Not the only, but the biggest.
Stay cool. Guy's still alive. Take him out. Careful. These Unatco guys got all the tricks. 30 credits says I get.
Hey, hey buddy, your run cycle's stuck.
I'm gonna get this pig. He can't hide for long. I'm gonna get this pig. I got this one.
Down you go. Poke.
30 credits says I'm good.
Yeah, that didn't work. Reload that.
Guys got all the tricks. I'm gonna get this pig.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir.
Who are you?
I'm a Unatco agent. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you both to be ready to run on board.
Okay.
Okay, but first, sawed-off shotgun, flamethrower. I'm not going to take that. Ammo. Sawed-off shotgun. I do want that. So I'm going to drop a throwing knife. I'm going to drop a hazmat. What else do I want to drop? I'm not going to use the stealth pistol. I've already tricked out my main pistol way too much. How am I on health? Oh, and of course drop the combat knife. Sawed-off shotgun. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, that's dealt with. Get on the train. Take public transportation.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Now get back to Castle Clinton and help Agent Navarre locate the barrel of ambrosia.
Okay. Well, that's taken care of. I'm gonna leave those guys alone. Okay, up we go. Running a little low on bioelectric energy. Not critical, just low. Hooray! Oh wait, I wonder if I can push these. What's under here?
They've got
Nope.
hostages in the subway
Nothing
station.
useful. Not anymore, buddy. You need evac and body bags. Ah. Oh, I think I fell over. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? Locate the stolen barrel of ambrosia. Secret tunnel behind the soda machine on the dock in Battery Park. Possibly leads the NSF hideout. I don't think I've ever taken that route before, so that's what we're going to do. I've gone through the front door of Castle Clinton many a playthrough, and, you know, it's a totally valid way to do it. It's probably the default way to do it. But if we can get to... Oh, that's Castle Clinton. Oh shit, microfiber muscle is still on. Shoot. Okay, if I need energy units, I can make that work. Alright. Open sesame. And what is the code? 9183. 9183. Bingo. Okay. Progress is saved.
Looks like these tunnels head toward Castle Clinton. I can't find them on the map, though.
Whoop. Got it, dude. Okay. Ah, multi-tool. Replaces the one we just used. Lots of flares. I wonder if you're supposed to use them as, like, the token distraction thing. Ooh, bullets. Don't mind if I do. Can't open those. Okay. So now that, as far as planning out my build, so we've got nominal training and all the necessary stuff. Probably gonna start saving up the level pistol a bit more. That's gonna be a necessary skill. Oh, we only have one shotgun shell. That's gonna be a problem. Oh,
Fascist.
that's a buddy. I'm just gonna wait for him to just, you know, chill.
Keep looking. Something funny about that guy.
What threw you off? Was it the fact that I'm not wearing an NSF uniform? You do not recognize me from the NSF happy hour? Okay. Yep. Okay, caught him before the alarm went off. But barely. Okay. Ah, there's that camera. Damn it. Cameras are kind of the bane of your existence in this game. Okay, wait for it to turn. Boy, that is a slow-ass camera. Let's get beneath it. Okay, we've got some cover from the... whatever this object is next to us.
Objective complete. Agent Navarre will describe your next assignment and stay behind to protect the Ambrosia.
Huh.
Look for her out front.
Yeah, all we really had to do was find the Ambrosia. We don't have to... don't have to clear the place out. But I'm going to look around a bit more, because I bet there's some stuff here that's not nailed down. Castle Clinton safe. Ooh. I bet there's something useful hidden down here.
They found us. That's him.
Oh, look. Wait a... Oh. I was standing by an exploding barrel. You know, part of me wants to make room. So I've done a playthrough before where I use the flamethrower a lot. I don't think I ever got the GEP gun, just because it takes up... heavy weapons take up so much inventory space. And I have done that playthrough before, but I'm not going to do that this time. Zap him? Or can I baton him? Okay. Whoop, I'm on fire. That'll work. Stop being on fire, me. That didn't work. Okay, how do I get past this guy? Maybe if we give him a little bit of a wider berth before I try to bonk him. Wait for it.
They found us.
That's not going to work. I like how he just immediately like, I'm going to turn to the left here. Yep. Okay, you know what? This guy's enough of a nuisance. Worth it. Like that. I want to know what's in that safe. I want to find the safe. and find out what is in it. I'm using way too much ammo for this. Pretty high security facility here.
Who's there?
Oh wait, this is the way I came in. Is this the way I came in? Yeah, this is the way I came in. That's a waste. Okay, where is that safe? Because safes contain important things. And if I spend all that ammo and don't actually get anything cool for it, I'm going to feel like an ass. Ah. Okay, there was further to go in the facility. It is locked. Hmm. Ah. Secret tunnel.
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
Okay, keep that. You know what? Rather than burn through all that ammo, I'm gonna reload. I don't even have to go through that way and deal with the flamethrower guy. So I'm just gonna save those resources. And instead, open this. Oh, I gotta go find the key code again. But please, let's take care of all these cameras. Okay, I cannot change the status of that targets for that turret, but that's okay. I need to go back and get the key to the safe. Okay, I'm gonna wait here in the shadows and give this guy just a little tap. Knock, knock. Who's there? Me, bitch. You didn't have the key. Where did we get the key from? I'm trying to remember. Oh. Well, I don't like flamethrower guy. Ooh. Commander Grimaldi, we liberated 2 canisters of this stuff along with the ambrosia during the Liberty Island raid, but none of our people are quite sure what it is or what to do with it. Possibly a biological or chemical agent, but without the proper people and equipment, there's no way to tell. Lebedev suggested we keep one of the canisters in a barrel of ambrosia here as a contingency. The rest was shipped out to the airfield an hour ago. Another augmentation canister. Have anything useful on their computer machine? Cycle the tunnel doors. Nothing in the email. I guess theoretically we could just swim out of this place. I need to free up some inventory because I want that augmentation canister. Oh, drop the combat knife. Now, what is in this canister? Aqualung environmental resistance. So Aqualung lets us hold our breath for longer underwater. And environmental resistance is kind of redundant with environmental training. Basically, it boosts our natural resistance to things like poison, electricity, radiation. It's not very useful. So I'm going to hold on to this canister for now. But what I might do is chuck it, not actually use it, and save the... I think it's a subdermal that it goes into. Save that slot for something else. Maybe. I'll think about it. Okay. Well, so if we're done here, why don't we just leave Castle Clinton?
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
So do I want to go here, or do I want to... Wait a second. Report to Anna Navarra, Agent Navarra, to get your next orders. Well, let's open it with a lockpick. Aha! Oh, that is a bad idea.
Careful. These UNATCO guys got all the tricks. That's him. He's
Not how I wanted this to go. I know what I'm gonna do. I don't need to fight my way through. I'm just gonna open the door. And then run, white boy, run!
They found us.
Aha! No, hey, Navarra, I got the thing. I got the thing. We don't have to do this. We don't have to shoot them all. This is really accomplishing nothing. Thank you for not shooting the child.
You are not afraid to kill. I am pleased. The last thing I would expect from the brother of Paul.
I'm learning as I go.
And you're learning fast, too. Lesson 2 was supposed to be the subway station, but you took care of it already.
They had hostages down there.
Good work. Next, you must take the subway to Hell's Kitchen, where your brother Paul is in heavy fighting. You can have the EMP grenades I was going to give you for the booby traps on the subway station platform.
It's been a pleasure, Agent. I hope we can work together again.
So I'm gonna save here, but I want to see what happens if I go back to Agent Navarra without aggroing all those troops. Because I was hoping for to try to go for a less violent resolution here, because the subway station, that ended very badly. Well, not for me, I was fine. But I've never actually gotten the condition of, like, cleared the area without killing without killing that many hostiles. Never actually accomplished that. So I'd like to see if anything is appreciably different. Okay, so to that end, we're going to crawl back through the grates. Ah, ladder. Here we go. Uh-oh. Don't mind me, buddy. Just, Nothing. Nobody here but us rats.
I guess we're safe.
Squeak, squeak. I'm a rat. Ta-ta! Okay, so we did not aggro the front of the base. So now what happens if we go talk to Agent Navarro? Will she still try to go in guns blazing? No.
You were too gentle with the NSF, but I cannot complain. You completed the objective. At least you are not a coward like Paul.
Hey.
I'm learning as I go.
And you're learning fast.
Don't call my
too.
brother a coward.
Lesson 2 was supposed to be the subway station, but you took care of it already.
They had hostages down there.
Good work. Next, you must take the subway to Hell's Kitchen, where your brother Paul is in heavy fighting. You can have the EMP grenade I was going to give you for the booby traps on the subway station platform.
It's been a pleasure, Agent. I hope we can work together again.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, Lord have mercy, why? Those were good boys. Every last one of them.
Then why are they taking hostages? Okay, so one thing I'm curious about, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, is one of these guys somewhere has a sniper rifle, and I want it. I want to see if the guy with the sniper rifle is
Don't let me get in your way, officer.
readily available.
I'm right here if you need me.
Ah, we could have used microfiber strength. Microfibral strength to get in, not through the front door, but through this side window. Okay, this is the back of the spawn point. I wonder if the guy with the sniper rifle was in the subway tunnel, because there were those 3 guys we didn't fight.
They've got hostages in the subway station.
Dead body terrorist. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna test something quick.
Fascist.
Oh, I have to jump over. Okay, I call bullshit. They can walk through those laser tripwires and nothing happens. That's honky. I'm gonna look up one thing while I'm paused. Deus Ex sniper rifle location. Where is it? Acquisition, scavenge from an NSF trooper. Oh, there was a guy on Liberty Island we could have gotten this from. Oh well, we missed it. All right, I'm gonna move on then. How about if I use a gas grenade here? Okay. Do I have a way of dealing with that trip? Bullets. Yummy. Lockpick. Oh. Hmm. So. Okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna drink a bunch of sodas. I just drank 9 sodas at once. Okay. I'm gonna try something here. I don't expect it to work. Can I just... Oh, I know. I'm gonna try out one thing I read about. Apparently, you can. Well, not like that. You can theoretically block off laser tripwires that way. Using the pepper cartridge. Aha! Okay, that's really useful. I didn't know that worked. Okay, anything else I need to do here? Report to hell in Paul's kitchen. That's not what that says. Alright, I think we're done here.
I'll be okay, thanks.
You saved my life!
So they just waited on the train? They didn't try to go anywhere? Okay. Alright, hacking for monies. Okay. I am going to be wrapping things up in the next few minutes. Oh, let me deal with this terminal first. 262, withdraw. I'm going to just go and mark one thing on Stream Manager. There we go. When I know I'm going to be wrapping up soon, I usually turn off allow raids. Just to avoid the awkward thing of someone raids in and like, sorry, I'm ending too, bye. Prefer to not do that. Okay. Oh, you know, one thing I haven't done is I haven't looked at the news terminals. This is the mass media in the world of Deus Ex. Let's see. Residents of Manhattan and Brooklyn should be aware that last week's chlorine spill in the Hudson River now appears to have washed ashore and is interfering with the operation of at least one water processing plant. While the impact on the city's utilities is currently unclear, water rationing rules may need to be instituted within the next week. Under no circumstances should any resident bathe, drink, or swim in contaminated water. If you or someone you know comes in contact with contaminated water, then go to the nearest available hospital or clinic. Haha! Flint, Michigan. Let's see. State-of-the-art sub-pen. New York Senator Clark Ashton was in attendance as the industrialist Bob Page. Bob Page was that one guy in the white coat in the prologue. This is certainly a great day for New York, said Page in a brief speech to commemorate the occasion. Battery park closed. Gee, I wonder why. Oh yes, be safe, be suspicious. If you see something, say something. I'm just reminded of how, for years after 9/11, like, there really was just in a paranoid era of, you know, hey, if you see something, call the cops. Call the cops on everything. Call the authorities. Is somebody clearly not from around here? They're a terrorist.
What's the situation here?
Hey, Paul.
You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source, probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner.
Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street?
There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance.
Maybe I'll do that.
If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting.
Just like the movies. Second floor, right?
Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree.
Whatever you say.
And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
I wonder if that means Anna Navarra canonically just goes in and mows the place down no matter what you do. That would kind of match what happened in the first level, because we neutralized the enemy leader. He surrendered and told his men to stand down. And then the United Nations anti-terrorist force came in like a combine harvester.
In the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
All right, New York City. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. You know what? I'm gonna stop here. When we pick up on this next week, we will explore New York City, Hell's Kitchen. There's a lot to do. Let me save my game. And, yeah, let's close it out there. So, thank you very much for hanging out. I am very much enjoying this trip down memory lane. One of my favorite games. I've been meaning to play it for a while. I'm glad to have the opportunity. I appreciate anyone who's been hanging out, watching me play. If you would like to know more about what I am up to, I have social media. I have Discord. If you want to reach out to me, you know where to find me. My next stream will not be on Saturday. I'm taking the day off. I've got some other plans. I am not sure if I'm going to be streaming on Monday or Tuesdays again moving forward. I'm kind of feeling satisfied with Final Fantasy XIV for the moment. That season is kind of done for me on stream. So maybe I'll move back to Monday nights. I don't quite know. As for what I am doing, again, I don't know. So, once I do know, I'll post it on Blue Sky, Discord. Y'all know the drill. Let me see who is on who we can raid. Thanks for stream. Thanks for hanging out, Sky. Appreciate folks hanging around while I, again, just trip down memory lane. I love this game very much. Ooh. Okay, wait. Maybe not. All right, looking up. Okay, you know what? We're gonna raid into Firo. Firo is currently playing Helldivers 2, so I'm betting she's gonna be a little occupied. But we haven't raided into her in a while, and thought of that on account of Helldivers 2. I know there's had a big update. I have not played it. I'm debating doing that soon. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, snap, snap, grin, grin. Say no more. Say no more. Let me get that set up. Raid message. Raid. Oh. Helps if I spell the word raid properly. Huh? Why didn't it work? There we go. All right. There's your raid message. There's your raid target. Everyone say hi to Firo. Be cool. And I will see you all next time.